Hey guys, this is Logan
And I'm Wyatt.
with Infinite Game and Respawn, and we're back to do another box opening. We're going back a set. We're going to go to Karloff Manor, simply because this set was not a great selling set in our area, and from what I've seen online, it looked like it sold great anywhere. It wasn't extremely popular. The limited format was very niche. Some people loved it, but most people were not as high on it. Myself included. I didn't really like the limited format of Murders. It just didn't fit my play style very well. And given that, but a lot of this product hasn't got opened. Not like a normal standard set would be. And I've noticed the prices of this set slowly going up, and it seems like the demand for some of the cards is going up. Starting off with a list card, Shards of Broken Glass. But ooh, Niv-Mizzet Guild Pack right off the bat. That's not terrible. Alright. Leering Onlooker, Knife. Because of that, we've slowly seen some of the singles prices creeping up because there are good cards in this set that aren't like broken cards. I mean, of course, you got your Vein Rippers. You got your Delaney's that are pretty strong. But you've got a lot of like lower end hits that are really pretty good. Like we've got the, hold on, I messed this up. Keep my stats right. You've got the, Aurelia. That's not a bad hit either. And a double rare in the second pack. Not terrible. You've got a lot of commons, uncommons out of this set that are sought after, both for Commander and for competitive play. So you got your Pick Your Poisons are picking up traction. I know they're in some Pioneer decks. I think they're running a few Modern decks as well. The Crime Novelist is seeing some play in some aggro decks in Standard. That's an uncommon. Slime Against Humanity is really good in Commander because you can have any number of them in your deck. It sort of breaks that one card rule, so that's in demand for Commander players. So yeah, there's a lot of decent cards in this set. Ooh, that's a good one. The black, it's not worth a whole lot, but that's just a really good card. One of the best black board wipes we've had in a while. And Arrakis Theater, now that's some money. Let's put the hits to the side. Put the Aurelia over here. Alright, sorry, I'm keeping my stacks to the side. So by the time you figure in all the commons, uncommons, all the surveil lands, and then the chances of the few bigger hits, look, Slime Against Humanity, that's money. That's in here. I've kind of got a thesis that opening these boxes as a store at distribution prices is going to make about as much sense as selling them at the like sort of wholesale level prices that we at Infinite Game and Respawn sell ours for. We don't try to make a killing on each box. We try to move a lot of boxes. Ill-Timed Explosion on the rare for this pack. I think I may actually do better just ripping what we've got left, because we didn't over order. I actually, when I seen how bad it was selling, I backed down my orders because I seen it wasn't moving like expected. So we don't have too bad of it left. We've easily got like over a case in the store, still sealed. Plus we've got our dispensers full. Look at that, another surveil land. Let's go. That's more money. So we've easily got, you know, 200 or 300 packs left in the store, something like that, and it's just not moving very well. The sales on it have all but died since OTJ's come out. So and if you start handing out as prize support, a lot of people, especially in my area, really didn't like the set. So people aren't happy to see that in your prize packs for tournaments. So we're going to see what happens opening it. See if I'm better to just dump the boxes online and get them out of my way. Let them sit and slowly let people go through them as they realize this set actually isn't terrible. Or just rip them out and sell all the singles because there's value in the singles. See that little signed art card. But we'll see. Wojak Investigator with the blue feather. I don't know if people know this. There's a couple different arts of these. There's an A and a B. Some of them have the red feather. Lamplight Phoenix for a second rare. Lightning Helix, good card. Not worth anything, but good card. Played card. It'll be quickly sold on TCGplayer. Like I said last week, I'm guaranteeing at least one video a week. And as soon as I'm done with the video, I'm trying to get the stuff listed up for y'all to see. And I'm also trying to sort of gauge how well we done on the box, if we was better off opening the box, or if we'd have been better off just keeping it to sale. That's a nice little gleaming gears right there. Ooh, we got Aurelia's Vindicator on the showcase. Not bad. And a Cryptic Coat. That's a couple bucks. That's a really played card. That'll move good. Pick Your Poison. That's a couple bucks. $1 or $2, something like that. I know the foil is up to like $4 or $5 or something right now.
The regular foil is about $3.50, I believe.
Yeah, they keep going up. I know last week we done a box of Temporal Forces, and we come out. Ooh, Delaney, that's money. That's money. And a Shadowy Backstreet. That was a really good pack. Last week we done Temporal Forces. We come out a little above what we would have sold the box at value that went on TCGplayer. So we sell our Pokemon boxes. I think they're like $120 or something. We just actually adjust them down. Another signed art card. These are popular. They're not worth any money, but people love full art lands. I love putting them on my TCGplayer. It's a nice little filler for a lot of people's carts. Alquist. I think we sell our boxes for like $120, and I pulled like $125 out of the box, so it come slightly more value than if I would have sold it at retail. So not bad at all. I will take that. And then we'll see what happens with this week. If this goes as well as planned, I'll probably do a mass opening to a few boxes at once. Tossmer and Midnight's Light. I don't think that's worth anything. We'll throw it over there with the rares. And we'll also do some OTJ openings soon. I do want to open some more of that set to get singles from it. It's been a little bit more popular, so I haven't really moved into opening much of it yet, because every time I restock it, it's been selling out. So that's obviously the priority, is taking care of my in-store customers. There's another list card. Candlestick for the foil. Connecting the dots. It's kind of a wet rare. Not one we're looking for. Novice Inspector's not worth anything. Very played card. They go really well online. This set is really not bad. It's just, it don't have a chase. The chase is a Vein Ripper, and I mean, it's okay. I think they're down though at about like $20 or something. They're not high enough. Ooh, a foil Surveil Land. That's good. Innocent Demir, so that's a good one. Axebane Ferox has been getting some play in a couple of decks I've seen. So it's not terrible. It's not much money, but it's definitely getting some traction. But this card was just a very good fair set. All the cards in it that were good are just very fair. So they're not game-breaking cards, which is why nobody's like freaking out and wanting anything specific. Krinko Baron of 10th Street. Not really worth anything. I thought he was going to be good when he came out, but he just really didn't do the thing in the decks. It just didn't ever play out.
What does he do?
You can sacrifice stuff when one counters on goblins. I thought there was going to be some sort of sacrifice deck that somebody was going to break, and it hasn't happened yet anyways. World Soul's Rage. That's not a bad card. No More Lies. Throw that over there. That's another one in this set that I can't believe I forgot about when I was naming off the good common uncommons in the set. No More Lies is going in basically every blue-white build now. At least back through Pioneer. I don't know if it's found a home in Modern. It might not quite be good enough for Modern. But it's definitely in all the Pioneer and Standard control decks. Incinerator of the Guilty. That's a good hit. Bubble Smuggler, Out Cold, another Novice Inspector. Once again, that'll be great for the store. They sell well. More full out art lands. Oh, that's foily. That needs to go over there. Case of Ransack Lab. Urgent Necropsy. That's a mythic. Not a great mythic, but a mythic nonetheless. Mythics always kind of normally raise the floor on what the minimum price of it is because of just the rarities. I really think these big score cards are going to hold their value very well from OTJ because of how hard it is to pull them. If you didn't know, the reason OTJ has all these different codes in it, the different 3-digit codes, is because they were originally planned. This was like the like, whatever you call it, the finale set, like March of the Machine was in the last arc, was OTJ. It was like the story arc ending. So they had planned to do like they did in March of the Machine and do a Aftermath set. But Aftermath Analyst, that card's been picking up some traction. That's over $1 now. They'd planned to do another like Aftermath style set and call it the Big Score. It's supposed to be after Outlaws at Thunder Junction. Because Aftermath done so poorly when they released it, they decided they did not want to duplicate that because they lost so much money on Aftermath. And instead, they just shoved, but they had already made the cards. They had already made the set because they make it so far in advance. Ooh, a foil Slime Against Humanity. That's a good one. Darn, that was a really good pack. Look at that. Long Goodbye. I've been playing that in a standard deck I've been working on. That's not a bad removal spell for aggro heavy meta. Because it only hits mana value 3 well. But because of that, they shoved the big score cards in with the main set because they didn't want a repeat of the catastrophe that was Aftermath. And now, all of the rares and mythics from that set are like super rares and mythics because there's only a big score card, I think, in like every 5 packs or something like that in play boosters. So they're already rares and mythics, so the mythics are like super mythics. Maybe they seeded them in a way where that won't be a thing. Meticulous Archive, that's a good one. Everybody loves a good Azorius dual land. Slime, let's go. But I really think those big score cards are going to hold their value well in the long run because of how hard they're going to be to pull in comparison to a normal rare mythic. Ooh, I like that one. Cool art card. Lazav, where faces. Oh, we got a double rare. A triple rare. We got another Surveil land. Let's go. That's money right there, guys. If there's other stores like me that are sitting on, a bunch of Karlov Manor that's not selling, there is some money in these packs. Because of the lack of them being opened, people are looking for cards out of here, and they're just not getting opened. Another Surveil land. More money. Cha-ching. Let's go. I was actually explaining earlier, the problem is all the different people that play the different formats work in unison. Ooh, Doorkeeper Thrall, that's a couple bucks. Doppelgang is getting some play now in a weird standard deck. I don't know that it'll go anywhere, but it's getting some play in that lands deck. It's like a weird land combo deck. But look at that. The commander players typically open the most product because they are looking for a bunch of different cards. They only use one of, and there's a lot of, when I say this, the non-CEDH players, the average casual, pick your poison. The average casual commander player will just open packs, and they'll sort of build from what they have and trade for what they need. And they open a lot of packs, at least in our area. Typically, it's commander players that are doing the majority of the pack openings. And then the majority of the people buying singles are the more competitive commander players. There's a few of those. And then mostly the people who are playing standard and modern and pioneer because they want their specific cards, and pulling them isn't realistic. or, you know, financially the best way to go about it. So they'll normally just buy the singles they need for their decks. This didn't really have a lot besides the slimes that appealed to commander players super heavy, but there are several lower value cards in here that are just needed for competitive decks, and people are looking for them, running the price up because they don't want to go opening a box to look for a few commons, but they need their cards, slimes. So I think this may be one of the rare opportunities that people with access to distribution pricing will have to just, it'll help the community because we'll get more of this product out and available to people who's looking for cards, and to make a little extra money because the value of the singles are just sort of pushed up due to just no supply. Getting close here. I was hoping to see a Vein Ripper. Vein Ripper is about the biggest card in this set, and with Pioneer Season coming, they're selling really quick whenever we get them. Cryptics, Thundering Falls. Got lots of them Surveil lands, which is great. Can't really complain about this box though. And having a Delaney is good too. Delaney might, I know it was more expensive than Vein Ripper. I don't know if Vein Ripper repassed it or if Delaney's still the top price card in the set, but it's definitely up there. Sharp-Eyed Rookie is the rare. Crime Novelist, that's a decent uncommon. Was worth about $1 last I looked. Clue Token, Foily Forest, Foily Sanctuary Wall. We got a 10th District Hero. That was not have been a fun pack if you just grabbed a one of on your way out of the store. Like, darn, that one was rough. Which I'm sure also contributes to this. Croson Tusker. There's a lot of cards in the set that don't feel great if that's the only thing you pulled from that pack. But once again, my theory is in a box setting with all of them, you're going to come out fairly decent just because of how wide the value is spread down the rarity chain. Alright guys, we're in the last 3 packs. I'm going to go ahead and do my little spiel. We are, look at that nice little gold sleeping shark. We are Infinite Gaming Respawn. You can find us online at www.infinitegamingrespawn.com. You can find us on Facebook at Infinite Gaming Respawn. You can find us on Whatnot when we're on there. We are backing down off on it a little bit again. Basically going to do it for new releases. But we are IGR_NC on Whatnot if you use there. A lot of times we'll do a pre-sale for the bigger Magic and Pokemon and Flesh and Blood games. We'll do a pre-sale and open some packs early. So that's always fun if you want to give us a follow and watch out for when we're doing that. And we are going to stick to at least 1 video a week. I'm hoping to start upping that soon. Right now, I'm just committing to 1 video a week and trying to keep some variety. We done Pokemon last week. We done Magic this week. And probably the next video we do will be Flesh and Blood. Probably, because I've got a few boxes back here that are kind of in the queue, ready to go. Not on my watch. Eidic Memory. And that is a booster box of Karlov Manor. Let's go through. Look at this stack, though, guys. Look at it. Let's get that out of the way. Look at this stack right here. Move my little trash where we rip the packs. Alright, this is just where I've been putting all of the rares and the stuff that I'm like, oh, I know people look for those. These are really good sellers. They're closer to $1 each. Some of the rares will be bulks. I just threw all the rares together. But look at this, man. We're just going to go through this real quick. We won't take that much of your time. We are the Turbo Box Opening Stream. We don't waste much time. If you're only here to open packs and you don't really care about the review, you're free to move on. We're not going to give any crazy information from here. It's just sort of showing what we got. Well, look at this. Pick your poison. $1, $2 a piece. Slime Against Humanity. Same thing. Aurelia, I'm not sure where she landed. Deadly Cover-Up's not high right now. I think this card could gain some ground. It's very good. It's the same cost as Sunfall. The Collecting Evidence 6, by the time you're casting this, is not hard to do. I'm actually using it quite a bit in Standard right now, and I'm playing with possibly adding 1 or 2 in my Pioneer deck. I'm not sure yet. But the Collecting Evidence 6 is not hard to hit, and I mean, you get a Surgical Extraction off of your board wipe. That's really freaking good. The Surveil lands are just great. We don't even have to talk about that. All of those. Delaney is really good. The aggro decks, more Pick Your Poisons. Aurelia's Vindicator is just a great card. Cryptic Coat, that's very played. It's been seeing some play, and there's talk about it comboing with something in one of the new sets. I was hearing somebody making an argument that it could combo with something in the OTJ. Commercial District, another great Surveil land. Aftermath Analyst, was one of the standout decks at the Pro Tour. Really started making a name for itself. Incinerator, they're guilty, great card. No More Lies, it's going in pretty much every blue-white control deck in Standard and Pioneer. Mortuary, like this is just, there's just staple after staple, and like you look through here and like, oh yeah, I know decks run that. I know decks that run that. You know, I know decks running that. There's just so much in here. We'll sort of shout it out next week and sort of see. I'll let y'all know if I did, overvalue on the box, because we sell these boxes for $135 in the store. So we'll let you know next week if we made over, made under, how we did, and that will sort of determine how many more boxes of this we're open. All right, guys. Well, we hope y'all have a good week, and we'll see you next time. Bye.